this is a lesson on how to play the intro and verse of the song called High Wire by Badlands. So here's the intro. Slow down. You play open A string 3 times. You play a harmonic on the 3rd fret. It's all on the A string. Vibrato. And then play the A string again 3 times. You play the 5th fret on the A harmonic, and also bend the 5th fret down just about slightly, about quarter. Alright. That part, it goes like this. Open A, mute, open E, and then play the A again. And then 3rd fret on the A string, and the 5th fret on the A string. And then you play the 5th fret and the 3rd fret on the A string. And you play it again, but this time you play the 5th fret on the A string, you pull it off, and 3rd fret and the open A string. And you play the 3rd fret on the E string. Alright, slow down. Make sure when you play the 5th fret, always bend down about quarter way with some harmonic. A lot of vibrato. Again, play slowly. So there's a lot of things you have to do. You have to mute the string when it's supposed to be mute, and you gotta play the harmonic when you're supposed to play the harmonic. If it doesn't sound right if you just go like this. It does not sound right. But the last part, you gotta bend all the way down about half step. So you go 5, 3, 5, 3, back to 5, and you bend down. Another thing to pay attention to is when you bend the 5th fret down, make sure you're gonna bend and stop, dead stop right away before you play it again. So you bend down and stop. Last one. Hold it longer. You play the G chord. When I play the G chord, I put my middle finger on the 3rd fret on the E string, and then the bottom of the flash of your middle finger mutes the A string, and then you play the open D, G, and B together. And then A chord, and then the 3rd fret of your E string, A chord again, and the C note, 3rd fret on the A string, back to A chord. Alright. Do the same thing again. This time you mute for a second, and then you play the 3rd fret on the A, you pull off the open on the A string, and you play the 3rd fret on the E string and pull it off to the open string. Alright, so again. I play the like a C2 chord, I put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of your A string, index on the finger on the 2nd fret of your D string, and my ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, and play all those notes. And after you play that, you gotta play the D chord, the open D chord, with your index finger on the 2nd fret of your G, and my ring finger on the 3rd fret of your B. And when you play the D chord with the open D string, you gotta bend down on the index finger, the 2nd fret down just a bit. You know, it goes like this. So you'll bend down, and you play the 3rd fret on the A string, and play the D chord again, and you do the same thing again. Bend it down, 3rd fret on the A string, and play the D chord again, and then you play the 3rd fret of the E. You pull down, and play the A chord again. And the next part is A chord, 3rd fret on the E, and back to A chord. Next part goes like this. Alright, so after he goes, and then you play the 3rd fret of A, pull off the open, 3rd fret of the E, pull it open, 5th fret of A, pull the open string on the A, 3rd fret again on the E string, pull it off the open. So it goes like this. And then you play the E chord 3 times. While you're still playing that chord, you put your middle finger on the 2nd fret on the high E string, play that, and then you play the open E and B string, and play the open D chord, open E string, and then 3rd fret on the B string, and you play the 3rd fret on the A string, you bend down, play the A chord. So that's pretty much the whole song right there, the verse. So again, play it from the beginning. And it goes back to the intro riff again.